Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Typo here. Leaving where I left off on the last session, I've decided I'm going to put that video up anyway regardless. Gotta start somewhere. I'm brand new to this. It's going to be choppy at first. Hopefully it'll get better over time. So we're continuing here in Lord of the Rings online in the Weathertop area in the Lone Lands. I'm about ready to defeat these War Master here and acquire his orders. Um, Drop connection to the server in the last go around, so we're just going to continue from where we were. So here he is here. Let's go ahead and get started. And obviously he's not that difficult at my level. And I defeated him fairly easily, picking up his orders here. And looking good. So now we need to go back to Candace and continue on our journey. I think I can drop from here. The beautiful part about this game, in some aspects here, is that you can take falling height and you don't take damage, but you do get a debuff that slows you down. Now, from certain heights, you may die. So this is going to be an experiment in progress here because this one may be a little too high, but we'll see. Let's go for it. No, got the crunch of the legs. You hear that? Crunch. I don't know why. That's just an enjoyable sound for me. So as you can see, I've got a bit of a debuff from the fall here. 16 more seconds. Just a little bit of a falling injury. It'll pass. Usually not too crippling. The only thing I notice is that it does slow you down a little bit. And kill those guys fairly easily. And the buff is gone now. Or the debuff is gone now. Throw a little heal up just for the fun of it. Just track some mines. Track ore, rather. And moving right along. Don't really want to have to kill everything along the way if I don't have to. Actually, let's jump back on our horse again. And let's go. Just the ore up there. It's not really that important though, so I'm not going to go pick it up. As I was saying, for me, mainly what I'm wanting is hides and stuff. Like this little boar here. What I'm looking for at this level, he may have, he may not have. Nope, he dropped medium hide. What I need at this point is sturdy hide. I can show you the crafting panel here a little bit, just to show you what I'm looking at here. Tailoring is what I'm doing for the most part. I'm currently at expert level. When it comes to crafting, what happens is you got two tiers in each of the major tiers, right? Um, so, for example, when I started as apprentice, I got through this tier pretty quick, and then I was able to start working on the journeyman tier at the apprentice level, right? But in order to get to the mastery level of the journeyman, I had to complete the mastery level of the apprentice. Yeah, so you have to complete mastery level for each tier in order to get to the mastery level of the next tier. And you complete the apprentice level to get to the next tier in general. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it is a lot of grinding, and as you can see at the expert level, I'm not even at mastery yet, and I've only got 108 out of 360. And what I need essentially, cotton armor. I need lots of sturdy leather, brush sturdy leather, and to get the brush sturdy leather, as a forester, I can make leather. Brush sturdy leather, and I need sturdy hides in order to do that. Currently, I don't have any sturdy hides, um, as I already worked it up a little bit in previous gameplay. But that's essentially what I'm looking for. And then the prospector is just on the side. It's not really anything I need for this class, but it does help with some of the alt stuff. And it can be also a good money maker in the auction house when selling the materials. Auction House, unfortunately, though, is not immediately available for free-to-play players. You can purchase it through the store with limited amounts. I think it's increments of 5 items that you can sell at a time on the Auction House. As a VIP subscriber, I can sell, I think, was it 30 or 45 items at a time on the Auction House, which is pretty decent for making money. For the most part, though, I haven't really been selling too much on there. I did early on, and hence the reason why I've got 20 gold. But here lately, because of Alt Fiend, I've been
How can I be of service?
saving up a lot of the materials for the alts and stuff. And hopefully it'll make
What do you need?
Let's Play sessions here a little bit easier. So we're
How
just
can I
kind
be
of
of
turning in
service?
stuff. Usually when I'm turning in stuff and I don't really need the material, I'll look for what's the most expensive to sell. I haven't found
What
gold
do you
to be
need?
really all that important in this game, except for if you're trying to do stuff for crafting purposes, and you know, obviously you need it if you're riding from one place to the other. They'll charge you a little bit for it. And okay, so we are going up top of Weathertop here. So let's go this direction. And repairs and stuff on your armor, things like that. There is a housing section to this game as well too, though it doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose from what I've seen. But it is available there, and of course you can use the gold for that too. Do a lot of furnishing and stuff. It's more aesthetic than anything else. It does help a little bit with travel too sometimes. Currently I own a house that's it's the man race house, so it takes me outside of Bree. So I can do quick travel to Bree, and currently I have my milestone, as they call it here, bound to Bree as well, just outside the Prancing Pony. And of course I'm in a kin, so I got a kinship house that I can travel to as well, and that one's in the Shire, so that allows for a little bit of travel to the Shire. I think I'm going the wrong way here. I think I need to go up this way. Now, when I played this game years ago, I remember the final bit up here on Weathertop was a bit tough. I played it at level or below level, if I remember correctly, with a fellowship, a few other people that I played with online at the time. And we got through it, but it was a tough one. I'm going to try to do this solo when it comes up. We're not there yet. It's going to be a little while still, but I'm going to attempt to do it solo. Because again, I'm at a higher level, and this guy's pretty. He's pretty strong. He's pretty good class. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and get that on video. Fail or not fail, you know. But the fight will be up here when the time comes. So that one was just pretty much a go get this sort of thing. So let's go back down and turn it in. Come on, get the horse. But just look at that. You know, and that looked like that back in 2008. I mean, there might have been a few graphical enhancements since then. I'm currently running a 970 GTX on my graphics card, so ultra high is not a problem for it. But it's just, it was a beautiful game. I found it very immersive. I still find it fairly immersive. And it's just a lot of fun. Very grindy though, like I said. If you're not into the grind game, you're not gonna like it. But if you kind of like an old style MMO, you might really want to give this a try. It's pretty fun. Good story. Good character types. What's the word I'm looking for? Good class anyway. They all have their perks. I can't honestly say if the Minstrel here is my favorite or not, but I do enjoy playing it quite a bit. And here recently, the only other one I've played has been oh, what's it called? Not a champion. I always forget what this other class is called. Yeah, it's a champion class. Yeah, because you got a captain class as well. But I've been playing a champion, which is Whereas heavy armor and stuff, dual weapons or a two-handed weapon, you can DPS or tank with it. Again, I've been rolling DPS, line on it. Never been big on the tanking of things, but healing I've been pretty decent with, and I've always enjoyed healing, which is what I might do with this character a little bit later on if I start playing some stuff with the can and we start doing instances and whatnot. We'll see. But while leveling, I definitely focus DPS. I primarily play solo.
What can I do for you?
Most of the time. Okay. So we could do this as a fellowship. Oh, okay. So we could do it as a fellowship, or we could do it as solo. So I'm going to do it as solo.
What can I do for you?
And let's see. Is there anything good on there? I kind of like what I've got now already better there. And that one's a gimme, so I'll get that one regardless. That's medium. Me, heavy. What is that? Plus 7 fate, plus 37 critical. Now that one might be something I'll look at. I like the critical for this guy, and he's got the same level of fate. What's this hat here? 52 critical. Yeah, we're not going to go with that one at all. And then this one here, for some reason, it acts as if it's, I don't know what medium and might is used for. I don't know. I'll hit that one sometimes if there's nothing I want and see what they sell for. But chances are I'm going to pick this one. Yeah, because I think that one's actually better. It's a little bit less than the DPS, but it's got better stats to it. So let's go do that. And this should be instant, so I'll be able to just
what do you
travel
need?
right to it. So wish me luck. Let's see what we get.
Weathertop, once a watchtower of the Dunedain, now a refuge for orcs. Candate the Ranger strives to break their foothold in the Weather Hills.
How can I be of service?
First, we've got to protect him. Their leaders have all gathered on the hill. Let's go get them. Easy peasy. Excuse the cough. Death by stereo. Dead again. Wonder if I could have done this as a fellowship. I bet you it would have been challenging even still, though. I am kind of squishy. I got some good damage, but I don't take damage a lot. Use the torch on the wood. You may draw attention and split their force. I lost something. I missed something. I was too busy talking to you guys and not paying attention to what was going on with the quest. How's Candave doing? Good. Throw a heal up on myself. I don't think that was necessarily anything we had to do. Are you going to let us through? Alright, good deal. Now we should. So evidently the torches we can use to distract by lighting the bonfires and all that good stuff. Can't attack with torches. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up and we're going to give it a try here. And I guess we're going to meet him at the top. That's what it looked like. Is this the bonfire they're talking about that I can light? Alright, I don't have to interact with it, I just gotta go up to it. Continuing to build my reputation. Let's do an AoE thing here. Dead, dead, dead. Easy as pie. So overpowered. Look at him, all the time one. Just by one AoE shot. And we just keep on moving. This guy thinks he's a little sneaky. Watch your buddies with you. They're all gonna die too. Cause you can't stop me, man. Especially since I'm way over leveled. I don't even know why you're even trying. I'll make you feel like you got a chance, okay? Yeah, you got nothing. So I see another bonfire there. Oh, boss guy. Still ain't nothing. Boom. Dead. It seemed like there's something I had to do up there. Can I go up there? No. It is locked. Maybe I need to complete some things and go back to it. Minstrels are interesting though because they can play different instruments. Like for example, I have this instrument here too. I used to play drums in school, so for me, I like the drum aspect, but I can do this as well too. Which is fun. Now the main reason why I'm sticking with the drums right now is because it does +5 on the damage. The ballad and coda damage, and since I'm running damage spec, that seems to be the way to go. The Orbo would give me +1 on the healing, and I do notice a difference. It seems playing one versus the other. Okay, so there's nothing here. What I think I need to do is go back here and light this bonfire, and maybe it'll lure them out and open that gate for me. So let's grab this torch here. Not run off the cliff. And then come over here to this bonfire. And maybe it'll draw their attention. Yep, sure does. Evidently you can grab torches elsewhere. There's one over here, I see. And then there's one up here as well too, but I feel I just grabbed that one since I was there, and it occurred to me at that point. So let's go on up here. The rain and the storm is nice. Or give me some sturdy hide. Yeah. Medium hide. Easy peasy so far. Oh, really? You want to throw that stuff at me? Not a problem. I'm pretty much just killing everything I see along the way here. That was the request, wasn't it? So why not? Kill that guy before he can throw that. Let's just wait a moment for that to come down. Sometimes I'll drop those things early. It's funny. And we'll throw a little heal up just to be cautious. It's not really necessary. So now we just make our way up to Weathertop. Try and kill those guys that are carrying the stuff with one strike if I can, because they don't drop the fire. Now the fire is not a big deal, but even just on the path, sometimes walking around it, you can catch yourself a little bit on fire. And I see the ring, so here's Candace. Escort you to the gate. Alright. His injuries are pretty bad, evidently. Okay, so you're going to keep him from fleeing, and I'm going to have to come in here and fight him. Oh wow, you died entirely too easy. And that was the guy that was incredibly tough to kill, I think. Because I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. He was incredibly tough to kill early on when I first started playing this game. Granted, I didn't know what I was doing. I was still new to the MMO field too as well. But we had a hard time killing him. It was fun as hell. It was probably the most fun I've had in a game at that point. It was just a lot of fun. But he went down super easy this go around. And of course it was solo.
How can I be of service?
So let's go ahead and get this, because I think that's going to do me a little bit better.
What do you need?
And now we go back to the Forsaken Inn to complete it. So let's go ahead and equip that. Not too shabby looking. Not great, but not bad. And that we don't really need. That's just junk. So now we go back to the Forsaken Inn, and that completes the Weathertop quests. And Forsaken Inn's back over here. I'm going to have to ride there because I don't have a fast travel to it. So I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed the play. Again, just bear with me. This is a work in progress. I figured as I play along, you guys would kind of want to grow along with me too. And we'll get better. We'll play some good stuff. And I will see you peeps next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.